Hello, YouTube. We have entered into a game of Elderlicht Apocalypse 5. Our omens are Wanderer, Leaps, Dexterity, Violence, Softening, Siege, and Engineer. We are on Apocalypse 5, as I mentioned, and now let's get to know the cast of characters as we set them up for the onslaught. So we have Prisha, first of all. She is a charlatan, backstabber, and calm. I don't mind. Charlatan is not great, but it is okay. Backstabber is pretty decent. And she has the defensive tree and the debuff tree. Looks like she also has sprint, but she's not. She has inertia, but no relentless. So we will probably be building her as an opportunist. That is my plan. Then next on the roster is Torge. Torge is possessed, vulnerable with elf blood. So at least we can sprint pretty freely on magic. And then they have the poison tree and the assassination tree. So we have a lot of flexibility. They have mana collector, which makes me really like the possibility of going wands with them. They have Initiator, but we don't care too much for Initiator. They have Big Game Hunter, so I think Wand is a reasonable choice. Although Poison was also tempting. But our next hero, Robin, brave Sir Robin, is a Royal Guard Backstabber Exhibitionist. So starting out with a lot of crit already. Has Harvester, no Mana Collector, no Big Game Hunter. Which that leads me to believe that we should go Poison, despite the significantly higher head start they have on crit. Their sustain is going to be a little underwhelming. So Poison you can do pretty effectively. I do love the Assassin tree. It is a favorite of mine as well. And then last but not least, we have Meryl, who has Opportunism, Bookworm, and Chubby. Pretty solid. Chubby's a little spooky just from a movement perspective, and she is defensive and debuffing. So with Mana Collector, etc., I lean towards another Opportunism build here. I think that's the play, and we'll do a bit of experimentation. Potentially. I had someone in the Discord mentioned that two-handed axes actually play pretty well with that, which came as quite a surprise to me. So let's see. Where are you, Meryl? So let's see. We'll put Meryl here. Looks like we're not facing runners more than likely. So I'll probably put you here. Put you kind of over here somewhere, and you kind of over here somewhere. And I think that should be good. Hand crossbow for Meryl. Let's take a look at her again. Where are you? We could go hand crossbow with Meryl. We do have volatile, Mana Collector. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Into the breach we go. I don't really care about Initiator, generally, as a principle. Let's see. I think I'm gonna spend a moment here getting rid of this sensor. And that's just about perfect right there. So I can't complain too much about that. I'm trying to decide, do we want to be using Berserker Rage? Probably. Just so we secure those kills. We are going to need to jump away. I overcommitted over here. Now you're going to be dealing with this, so I think best we can do is try to get this out of the way, and then I think we're going to have to stand here and just take it. And then you can come in I'm trying to decide how much I want to spend on these sensors. It's always a bit of a tricky situation, but I think given how next turn is going to be a little rough around the edges, I'm going to spend one hit of mana here, just trying to level the playing field. I feel like I missed a torch. Oh, both of these over here are locked up. Now I see the error of my ways. I guess we're gonna go wall of flesh over here. Well, good old Terraria style. We didn't change any weapons, which in hindsight might have been a bit of a miscalculation, but we'll do our best here. How are you line of sight blocked right now? That's the $1 million question here. I think we'll keep rolling Berserker Rage, and if we move over one more, that's our whole turn. Holy smokes. Feels bad, man. But nothing new, just regular bad. Hey, Willie. Good and very interesting suggestion. I like the idea of them doing a bit of an overhaul of the Apocalypse system. I think right now it is, it can be a steep on-ramp. I think I'll leave it at that. Gosh, starting with the rifle is always a little bit of a challenge. Our team is really struggling with mobility at the moment as well. Let's send another lightning bolt in here and just see if we can soften some baddies up. Oh, no question, Halloween. The or should I call you Noe? You let me know. But yes, suppressing fire. We haven't really had a good opportunity to use it quite yet, but we will be using it to slow down the horde big time, or at least trying to. But as is tradition, these accursed on night one are always a little bit of a problem. Oh, and great. We're immediately line of sight blocked by quite the gang here. I despise the lack of movement is really tough here. Let's see. I think I can't believe this guy is blocking line of sight there, but that's okay. So, as a reminder, that's 3 shots from hip shot with Omen of Softening. It's kind of brutal. Okay. That's something. I think we're gonna have to. We only get 3 of those. Okay, we'll take out this guy this way. I'm trying to set up a decent suppressing fire, but it is proving more challenging than I would like. I think we got to take this guy out to be able to get the shot that I want off. And then I suspect I'm just going to need to do a lot of work on these guys. I know we put the suppressing fire in on them, so that was slightly wasteful. We're kind of overlapping the things that we're slowing with the things that we're hitting. But we're a bit lacking in options. 68 enemies to go. Double mana drain there is vicious. I guess that's the game being like, well, you either spend it or we take it away. But that's a whole turn right there. Feels bad. Oh, we kind of left ourselves hanging out here. That may prove bad for business. If they're going to take all our mana away, I might as well use some lightning bolts. How much is this going to do? This is going to do some good work, so we'll definitely go for that. So Berserk before means I get one less swing, Jeff, and I guess I get a jump away, so it's not entirely without merit, but it's hard to justify going for it that way. And then I think we're just going to come over here and start trying to clean up some of the stuff. I guess this is a pretty good opportunity for Rain of Arrows, and then that looks decent. Okay, but we're struggling with Accursed still, as is the way with this map. And you're just in a bad place, and that is my fault. These guys are snared, so I'm gonna go for the guy behind, and all right. I think we killed 10 enemies there. Looks like we're probably going to get double mana drained again here. No, just the single. Okay. Oh, and an action point. Silly me. Yeah. Two-handed axes are very hard to start with. That is for definite. We haven't spent much mana here, so maybe I go for a super spin. Can't really get a good target here. I think I am literally going to spend the last of my mana on a lightning bolt that I hope just takes out the two of them. That didn't even remotely do the job that I wanted it to. But our goal is simply to focus down the bad guys that are causing panic and cull the herd. All of the accursed are gone, but not before decimating Torge's mana supply. That looks pretty good. So yeah, so I'm a bit torn here, because I mean, we can certainly, maybe we want to use both our leaps. I don't know though. What's the debuff on this? It's minus resistance. I literally don't have another way to take this guy out. That looks like a decent snare there. And then we have 3 action points here. So I'm going to get this guy who we didn't snare. Take him out. These guys aren't moving that far in, so we can take a moment on them. Now, we haven't used that much movement, so I'll probably just go for that. But yeah, we're struggling a little bit here, for sure. This guy's just blocking our vision, so I'll give him a poke, and then 2 hip shots or 1. 2 hip shots seems like it is the better option for the rifle. But we are teetering here. Whoops, that's not the move I wanted. So if we Berserker Rage, we lose 1 action point, which hurts a little bit, and then we're still not securing kills here. That's the thing that I struggle with, and then now we're out. Yeah, only having 2 swings after we Berserker Rage feels quite bad. So yeah, so it does last 2 turns, Noe. So I am aware that I can stack it up a little bit, but it's like, it means that to get that value means that we have 2 turns of only getting 2 swings. So, you know, I don't know that it comes out in the wash, as it were. Okay, I don't think we're getting anything better out of that, so I'll do that. I think we're going to take this one out. Good hit there. Don't have a punch handy. You haven't been hitting very hard, so I'll get you. You are coming in, though. Gosh, being out of mana feels really bad here. Gonna come over this way, and I think if we're putting Weakening Touch anywhere, this set of 4 is pretty decent. Yep. So they're all weakened, so we still took a hit of 50 there. That's kind of surprised me. Keep slowing down this troop column here. Which means these guys are not getting in. I think we do more just going for 3 swings of the axe on 6 HP. Or on 6 AP. Okay, and then I do want to check kills here while we're at it. I feel like 27 kills for Meryl, 13 for Prisha, 21, 28. So unsurprisingly, the rifle is underperforming. So we'll try to. No, that's a terrible way of doing that. I think, yeah. Let's just wait. It is so hard to. It's so hard to get kills early on folks that have rifles. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and set up. We're gonna try and set up kills by going for non-lethal attacks on these guys, so then we can hopefully get them with... Oh, that was disappointing. Okay, well... I probably shouldn't spend any more mana. They're not making it in once again, so we'll chill. Jump plus Whirlwind Axe is quite good. Is it quite good on the first night, though, Zine? Because that's all we're caring about right now. I appreciate and I see the value long term of that particular strategy, but I don't see that working for us tonight. I'm not like, the solution to the first night of Elderlicht is jump Whirlwind. Let's see, who was second most problematic? Prisha is still behind by a lot, but Torge could also use a few kills, so... Whoops. So yeah, so we can give Torge some kills also. And we have to be a little careful here, though, actually. I think we got to finish this off because we've put ourselves in a position where we no longer have a snare, and I don't really want to spend the rest. So I'm just gonna clean up the final bits with our friend. Everybody got level 2, which is good. This is the problem of the Wanderers. You don't get level 3. Okay. But we got our S rank, so can't complain too much. Second weapons are going to be the highest of high priorities. Some really nice armor, but we need a weapon out of these rewards ideally, and it shouldn't be a steel rifle or a hammer if we can avoid it. I didn't check everyone very carefully for momentum. Well, that is disappointing. The attack turtle charm doesn't seem terrible if we can find a druid staff. There's our early hand crossbow. Ah, jeez. Oh my gosh, 2 power rings on the first night. This is going to be an interesting one. So, Meryl, your hand crossbow. So remind me, we have poison, hand crossbow, opportunism. Yeah, it's going to be a very difficult decision, especially... I think we don't push back the fog. We're going to tear down 1 ruin to get up to 133. There was no druid staff in the shop, so this is going to be a little brutal. We don't have any heroes that have extra trinket slots, do we? Does our hand crossbow person have runic gift? That's a no. There were 2 druid staffs in the shop. Am I just completely blind? You're right. I'm blind. You are correct. I got so excited by the hand crossbow. So let's see. Yeah, Bryce. Everybody's paying more attention than I am. I'm distracted over here, clearly. So how much? So we can pick up. This druid staff is not good. So we'll pick up the cheap druid staff. That's good. The Master's Wand is decent, but I think the Mithril Hand Crossbow is a must get. Well, we do also have the Steel Hand Crossbow. The stun chance isn't that important. The propagation bounce is quite valuable, though. But maybe when we're just trying to get everybody's second weapons, it's not that important. Yeah, let's go for cheaper weapons here. See how much we end up with. This wand is decent, but it's expensive. Yeah, I think it is the cheaper hand crossbow. I hate to do it. Now, no power staffs. We did have someone who had a ton of opportunism damage, so we might be... Oh, this is an offhand. Never mind. I'd like to invest a bit more in our economy, but I think picking up one of these power rings is a good idea to make the hand crossbow a little more effective. And then I feel like one of our heroes is just going to end up with trash. We can pick up the dagger, I think. It's not great, but we can probably make it work. All right, let's go about doing what we can do. So Meryl, you're going to get the hand crossbow, you're going to get that, and you're going to get that. Holy ring, we don't care too much about. Robin, you're getting that. I think that the poison staff is going to be good enough on its own, so I'll just pair that with the rifle. Then you're an opportunist. I'll give you the bow for now, I think. Maybe the rusty axe doesn't belong here. Oh, the rusty axe has poison damage on it. Let's put it there because that's a bit of a waste. We'll leave Meryl with that. And then Torge. Torge I'm going to give the dagger to. The daily mana regen we probably don't want equipped. And we're one weapon short, and it's on our opportunist, but I think that's probably okay. We're only 1 gold off from that wand, but the wand is good, not great. Picking up the other power ring is a tempting play here, just because we're going to need it for our wand character too. Getting some extra early multi-hits is pretty useful. Pick that up. And then let's start seeing what gear we can let go of. The answer is very little. You get that. Well, we got helmets to offload. Always wear your helmets, kids. That'll get us up to the Tomo Secrets, which is not really what I want to buy, but I think it's the best option. Yeah. It's another weapon. Okay, and then at this point, who needs a helmet the most? The answer is me, if anyone was wondering. That question was rhetorical. But now that we've done all that, we'll take the attack turtle charm, I think. Which will at least get us a bit more poison damage on you, which means that the Baron's Cape can now go over here. We lose the AP, but I don't like the loss of experience at this early stage of the game. So now let's work on... you. The opportunism is decent. It's not really what I want, but... And then we can take the big damage just to make it so that she's hitting a little bit. Harvester, yeah, nothing better here. Now, you are our opportunist, so... Take XP gain, but I'm a little sad about it. And then of these, we'll take crit. Harvester is good. This is our wand person. So we're looking for multi-hits over here. Crit power is a secondary. And then we're looking for crit here. Resistance, is probably fine, but that was our first full strikeout. We'll grab quick reload on this one. And then Robin here. All poison all the time. I kind of just want an initial bump of damage. And then Harvester is good. Okay, so into night 2 we go. And then I think this is a good side for us to set up our ballistas. Is it? It's actually not a great side to set up our ballistas. I think we pool materials for next time because we haven't hit the levels where we can start taking advantage of defensive training. So setting those up for next time I think will be better. So we're going to save our resources. You are relatively low range. You are relatively high range. You are moderately high range. You're moderately high range and probably a little worse because of your mana situation. So with this side, this and this brazier can light up. So I want to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want to make sure that we're putting ourselves in a position where we're going to be able to move in to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. So we'll put you like here. Just in case. All right, here we go.